Welcome, family, and welcome, new family members. Welcome, welcome to the family. And now today, I'm going to make my husband's mom's cherry bread recipe that she made every Christmas, but I just didn't get to it this Christmas. So many things to prepare for. So I'm going to make it now. I'm going to make him happy. So I hope you like it. Come join me. Okay, I've got my bowl here. And first thing I'm going to add, I actually, she had a really large recipe because she had 5 kids, so I halved the recipe. So 3 beaten eggs I'm adding. And 1 cup of sugar. Now, she didn't have any oil in hers, but I'm going to add half a cup of oil. I might be changing it, and it's possible that the recipe didn't get written down right, or I just got a picture of the front of the recipe. I didn't get a picture of the back of the recipe, or if there was any instructions at all. I don't know. But I just, most breads have a little bit of shortening or butter or oil or something, so I'm just adding a half a cup of oil to it. And now I'm going to, what I want to do here is what I did was, I think it was a 16-ounce jar of maraschino cherries. And I cut them with the kitchen scissors, and I cut them in quarters. And I'm just going to add a little bit of my flour to them, just to coat them a little bit, just to stir it around here a little bit, just to coat them. And I also put like 2.5 tablespoons of cherry juice in there, because I drained the cherries first, and then about 2.5 tablespoons back into it. I'm going to add those. Add that. It probably doesn't make a difference to putting flour on them, but sometimes I just like to do that. Give it a mix. And let's see, I've got one quarter teaspoon of salt, and she had 4.5 tablespoons of baking powder, so I put 2.25. That seems like a lot of baking powder to me, but you know what? My husband helped her make the bread. He was in charge of cutting up the cherries. So I don't want to change it too much. Okay, now I've got it didn't have any vanilla or anything else in there, but I think I'm going to put a little bit of vanilla in it. This sounds strange, but this reminds me of that episode on Everybody Loves Raymond, where she wanted to make Raymond's mom's favorite recipe, and the mother changed the recipe. And I know that's not possible now, because his mom's been gone for a long time, and I got the recipe from her daughter. But I know that that would never be possible with my mother-in-law. She was a sweetheart. But that's what it reminds me of. I'm like going off of, this doesn't seem right. So now I'm adding, what is it? It's 2 1/4 cups of flour. Plus I added, I added some of this to the cherries. I'm going to give this a mix. And I forgot my apron again, of course. Got the oven on 350. I probably already said that, but that's what I got it on 350. And then I've got it was a 4-ounce bag of walnuts. It said nuts, but I just put I chopped up a bag of a 4-ounce bag. And walnuts, put that in here. So she just said nuts. It says nuts. So this is her recipe. This is what I printed off. It's just, there's no instructions, nothing. But there was no oil, no shortening, no butter, and I don't know. Maybe I'm making it wrong, but I looked at other cherry bread recipes, and every one of them had oil in them or something, shortening, butter. And when you make banana bread, any kind of sweet, sweet bread has some sort of fat in it. So that's what I'm doing. All right, that's already done. Now I'm just gonna pour that in here. See how many pans I get out of it. She made 3 pans out of them, but this is a very big pan, so we'll see what happens. It might be really huge, but that's okay. And it's always nice to have a slice of, like when you have a slice of banana bread, you really want a slice, not just like an hors d'oeuvre. All right. My dog was all over me when I opened up the cherries, and I thought, well, maybe she wants a cherry, but no, she just smelled it. She didn't want it. She just maybe liked the smell of it. Okay, we're gonna put this in the oven, and she said 350 for 30 minutes, and then 15 minutes at 325. So we'll see what happens. All right, we'll be back shortly. That's what I wanted to show you. This is my husband's father made this. He made it. Tiny little thing. You have to go all the way to the top here to see it. But yeah, he made this little. Isn't that just beautiful? Yeah. Yeah, look at that. Isn't that something? You'll have to excuse our ceiling. We're finishing up the trimming and the painting in here. Look at that. That's the back of the church there. See, look at the detail on all that. I mean, seriously. See that? All the baseboards and the steps. That's the front of the... And then this is another little thing he made. This is, and we put those little benches and stuff there. But yeah, he made this too. Yep. He was a carpenter. They all had the whole family made custom cabinets for years. That's when my husband learned. And yeah, there's the nice, and you can kind of see the back of it in the mirror there. And this side here. I mean, that is just amazing. Look at, everything is just so gorgeous. All made by hand. And then he made me, because I love lighthouses, so he made me a lighthouse. If I can get to it here, it's up pretty high. But yeah. Isn't that gorgeous? So here we go. Look at, doesn't that look good? Nice cherry bread. I'm gonna have a little piece here. Want to bite before I take one? The nuts and the cherries. Let's take one. It's very good. I like the cherry flavor. And the walnuts in it. I don't know if my husband will eat it if there's nuts in it, but it's her recipe said it had nuts, so yeah, it's very good. My doggy wants too. I don't think you like I'll give you a little piece with the nut in it, not the cherry. Here. So yeah, thank you for joining me today. And I just so appreciate all of you. I have a very big family now, and thank you so much for being part of my family. And we'll see you next time for something different. And remember, stay busy and serve others. Bye for now.